outside of the starting five, which everyone talks so much about, which player will you guys be watching and paying the most attention to during training camp?
Should we exclude Thybulle from this question?
I mean, that's the easiest. That's the easiest guy.
It is very easy
because that's the guy that probably has the most uncertainty on how his role is going to be defined.
Absolutely.
So if since we spoke about him earlier, let's probably, besides him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say James. I think the reason why I say that is his approach and his start for the season. He's historically had some slow starts at times.
It's true.
So I would like to see how this year goes. Because based on his comments, he anticipates it being different.
What about outside the starting five?
I would say not necessarily one individual. I want to say the bigs, but I'm going to say the wing perimeter players that are returning.
Okay.
Who's going to get some separation and who could make a big jump to be like, hey, this guy is earning his stripes to be in this rotation and stay in it.
Like Furk, maybe Isaiah Joe.
Shake.
Yeah. Who might be our primary.
Who separate themselves from the pack.
Yeah. And he was even saying yesterday how last year was such a lost year for him, he felt, because
I'm anticipating. I would like to see that right there.
I'll do starters and non-starters. I think the James is obviously fascinating, not only just for us and Sixer fans, but just like you said, he's done something different this year. I'm really curious to see how, because he always says he kind of uses the season to get into basketball shape, whereas he's so far ahead this year, he's already in basketball shape. Now he's just going to shake off some of the offseason rust, right? Whereas usually he used the season to get into shape. I'd love to see how that impacts the start of his season and how much better he's going to be to start off the year.
I mean, the preseasons are so short now.
It's like
before you know, we're going to be involved. And even just from a week standpoint, weeks and before from first practice to first game, the time in between is so short. Before you know, we're going to be in Boston playing the first game.
Yep.
So
bench, I love the wing answer. I'll be a little more specific. I'll say Melton, just because he brings so much that we've kind of been lacking. I know we have some guys who can move, but he is probably our most explosive and athletic player we have. Probably our best defending guard at 1 and 2 at this point. If I was going to put one guy on a point guard, I would probably put Melton on him. And then I'd say maybe our best rebounding guard, although we probably have two of the better rebounding guards in the NBA, actually. Maybe two of the top 10, probably, which is pretty cool. But I also want to see more so for Melton. I want to see if he can, because he has spot guarded bigger wings. I want to see if he can maybe, as he's gotten older and stronger, handle more of those on a night-to-night basis, because then you can start talking about maybe playing him at some smaller wing with Harden and Maxey in certain lineups, if he can handle that, if he can do that in like 2 to 4 minute spurts. So I want to see if he can handle guarding slightly bigger players, because he's got a crazy wingspan. I think it's like 6'8", 6'9" or something wingspan. And he's got great instincts, and I think he can do it. I just want to see if what happens, especially with having Joe back there as support, knowing you have him behind you. It's a whole different ballgame, right? So yeah, I'd say probably Melton.
Yeah, I'm excited for any of the new additions between House, Trez,
man.
I just want to see how they work with the night shift that we got.
We have some great competition too, man. With the second unit, with House fighting for minutes, Niang fighting for minutes, Furk fighting for minutes. Dude, Shake, who was one time a starter for us, now he's fighting for backup 1 minutes. I mean, we have a deep team. We have a fun second unit that it's going to be fun to track and see how these guys do. Our training camps will be.
Yeah.